Alright, welcome back everybody to another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. It's been a week off. I always get a bit more excited when I've had a week off because I feel like there's more to talk about. Things have happened and I'm like, I miss it. It's like not seeing a friend for a long time. Oh, let me just change this a bit. Forgotten all the setup. So how is everybody doing? I'm actually very excited to say as well that the origin of this show, which was Chris Jericho's Saturday Night Special, he started 2 weeks before Locking It Down with Lucy. Or did he start 4 weeks? He is now on episode 24 as well. We are now at the same levels of the Saturday Night Special with Chris Jericho. Now, before we do the hellos, I have to do something because I've got to go straight to what am I drinking because I can't wait to drink this because on the show, we drunk a lot of things, okay? We drunk some fizzy drinks, some for better, some for worse. We drunk coffee. Let's never do that again because that was a really bad idea. This could also be a really bad idea. We had alcohol once. And I was like, what have we not drunk on the show? What could I drink that could be interesting? And everybody, I went to the shop because I had a £10 note. I needed to break it up. So I've got two of the same thing here. It could be dangerous. I bought an energy drink. I haven't had an energy drink in forever. Red Bull, and I went for full sugar. I did look at the non-sugar one, but I was like, go hard or go home, baby. So we are gonna go and crack open a Red Bull and live like we're 16 again. So let's. I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, I need it really badly. It's been a long day at work, and I'm actually quite knackered. So we shall see. I can see in the chat was like, uh-oh. So, do you know what I love? I love the sickly sweet smell. You know that it's like one of those sort of, you know you shouldn't do it. You know it's not going to be good for you, but, let's just, it's naughty, but I like it. Let's pour it in, baby. It looks so, no! Quick, clean it up. It went on the MacBook. Nothing may harm the MacBook. Let's keep it away. It looks like urine, but it tastes like sweet elixir. It's going everywhere. Right. Oh my god, last time I had a Red Bull was when I was in America. Because I couldn't sleep. And so I had to just drink this to keep myself awake in meetings. So, let's have a good chug. What's your energy drink of choice? I'm not gonna lie, Red Bull tastes like battery acid. I like battery acid, then. I don't think it does. I think it tastes like apple-y. What is the taste of Red Bull? I'm chugging it down because I'm actually very thirsty. I'm very tired. This is so unentertaining. It's like, why is that's because no one's here at the moment. Like, the first 10 minutes of this show is just me drinking a drink. I'm like, hey, this is me. I'm about to drink something. Well, I like it. F is for friends who do stuff together. Right. It is an appley grape taste, Harley Eaton. Apple grass. I will get wings. Yes, Red Bull gives you wings, apparently. Oh, that really hit the spot. Just for all the sensations in my mouth. My mouth was like, feed me! And I've now fed it. So, let's actually start the show. Monster, people are saying. So, hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's been a while, as I said. I just had to drink my drink. Who have we got in the chat? Let's say hello to everybody that's here today. So we got Moira, hello. Jord Cord, Graham Sharp. Wow, it's going fast. We've got our mods as well. Foxy Cat, hello. Bethany. And we've got Natasha who dropped in earlier. Thank you so much for being here. We've got Senior Shankar, hello. We got Ray Hart, we got Doomsday, Jas. God, it's so good to see so many familiar faces back again. Avasti, the gaming cricketer. Hello. Oh, we got some new names as well in the thing. Shaq Sham, welcome. Jack. Oh, hello. It's so great to see you all in this weird U is for you. Yes, someone knows the song. U is for uranium. Bombs. We always say as well because. Do you want to know what's coming up on the show, ladies and gentlemen? Because I always feel like when there's as I said, when there's a gap, there's so much to talk about. So we have another filled show. We're covering a lot of bases today. So we will do, as always, the check-in, the highlights and the lowlights of this week and the week before. We will then have, of course, clip of the week. And that's the clip of the week is when I secretly chug whatever I'm drinking. So I'm like, oh my god, that's like a break for me. Then we will talk about the big news that everybody's talking about, not quite bug snacks, but the PS5 news that's been happening. So it'll be the trophy level stuff, because I know that people want to talk about that. I know I want to talk about it. I've got many feelings, not all of them good. And also that PS5 teardown video. And then To also cap things off, we will have Imogen coming on the show to talk about when she was on a show with Jude Law. Yeah, Jude, J to the U to the D to the E to the space to the L to the A to the W. That guy. Yes, so she'll be back later to talk about that, which I thought was quite interesting. And then for the Lockdown Showdown, it's an old classic that I have not done on the show for quite some time. We're going to be doing As Seen by Lucy with me and Imogen. We're going to be acting out a scene, for those of you who have not seen As Seen by Lucy. It's like, As Seen by Lucy. I don't know, I just made that up. But I just reenact a bit of a script of a movie that I've never seen before, and you guys guess what the film is. So it'll be nice to do it with Imogen, with someone else. So that's what's coming up. If that sounds like your cup of tea or your mug of Red Bull, then stick around, hang out for the next hour or however long this rambling mess will come. So let's start. How is everybody doing? Hello. I hope you're all doing well. Have we done this bit? So I'm going to start with the lowlights of the week, as we always do. What will be my lowlights of the week? I've got a couple written here, but I also want to keep this snappy, because I do realise at the beginning of the show I just talk about rubbish for ages. I'm going to say, firstly, the weather has been appalling. I know it's such a British thing to talk about, but it's just like, oh, it's so wet and rainy. I went out on Friday because another lowlight of the week, to tie the two lowlights in, a friend of mine from work left, and it's like weird when people leave while working from home because they just disappear off the face of the planet. And it's like, 1 minute they're online, the next minute they're never to be seen again. So that was sad. So I went out on Friday, and it was the worst day ever. The rain was really bad, the clouds were bad, the wind was bad, but I was like, nothing is going to stop me leaving this fucking house. So I got out there and I was like, come at me. Like, cause I was like hell-bent. I was like, I am going out. And within 5 minutes of just the rain coming at me, the wind trying to blow me back, I had my little umbrella. My umbrella had already gone, you know, when my umbrellas do that all the time. By the way, I've got a serious gripe with umbrellas. They are the flipping worst. Like, we've got iPhones, great, that's magnificent. We've got televisions that are so thin, they're like paper. But you know what we don't have? An actual reliable way to keep ourselves dry. Umbrellas, I don't know if I've gone on the umbrella rant before, but someone needs to do something, you know? Bill Gates or whoever, just whoever's an inventor, like Nikola Tesla, come back from the dead and invent us something that will keep us dry. Because umbrellas, right? You freaking turn them up, and then you're like dry for about 20% of yourself, but the rest of you still getting wet. They always blow inside out, and we just need something. Can someone please get on the freaking case and sort out the umbrella situation, okay? Because we need something more robust. And I don't know, what's the umbrella industry doing these days? They've been sleeping, all right, Mr. Umbrella. I'm assuming, I don't know, Brian Umbrella created the umbrella in 1955. I mean, umbrellas have been around longer than that. Probably Brian Umbrella probably invented the umbrella in like 1855, and nobody has thought, oh, this could be better. Like, what if we could do something like you turn your umbrella up and there's like a shield, and then you're just dry. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of getting wet. Anyways, to go back to the original story, I was walking down the street, my umbrella was like this, I was holding it to stop it from going kerflump, and some person came by and splashed me so hard that I was literally drenched all the way up my jeans. Like, now someone's saying a coat. A coat can only do so much damage or helpfulness. That's not the point. You've invented something to keep me dry and it's failing. Sort it out. So I was drenched all the way, like, through my jeans, and I was so angry. I was fuming, and I had my face mask on. Why did I have my face mask on? Probably just to keep me... Two coats, don't be extreme now. And I was like, for fuck's sake, under my mask. That's what you can do when you're wearing your mask. So I used to wear, like, sunglasses when it was sunny, and no one could see your eyes, and I used to like just looking at everybody. With your face mask, you can just talk about everybody, but no one can see unless you're doing that thing where you're like, where you're like a stage whisperer. So I was like, fuck's sake, and I was literally on the train, shaking with coldness. But I was like, nothing will deter me from leaving my house today. So that's my low light, was getting splashed, being cold, being soaking wet, and, you know, being upset about umbrellas. What does everyone else think about umbrellas? What's your relationship with an umbrella like? Because with me, I hate them. And they're just... And they're really expensive. I mean, £15 is pretty expensive. Something that's going to last me. Drive a car. Well, yeah, that's, you know... at some point, or a jacket like Back to the Future that instantly dries itself. Yeah, we need to get on this. If I'm going to do anything, my first bit of, if I ever make any merch, it'll be the LudiXP umbrella. La 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 la, keep you drying all the times. Just wet. No, because you're still wet. So sometimes I just rebel against the umbrella because I'm like, it's not doing anything. It's just annoying me. And then you've got to walk around with it and it's just like dripping wet. And then you're like, oh, what have I got to do with it now? It's just like dripping everywhere because you have to like shake it off. Like, you know, Taylor Swift, shake it off before you get on. And that was the other thing. I was now holding like a billion things to get on the bus. So I was like, the bus came and I was like, oh, got to get my Oyster card out. Oh, I've got to sort out my umbrella. Oh, now I've got to put my face mask back on. And then I ended up having like all hair in my face mask. And I was like, yes. Because I was like, and then I was just a mess. I was just a hot mess after that. So that's, yeah. that's literally, oh god, now I've just destroyed myself. So that's my main lowlights of the week. But another lowlight of the week, just to, no, this is illegal to splash, Jack. I wouldn't do that to a fellow human being, okay? I care about people who might want to go out and not be soaked to the bone. My other lowlight of the week is a little game that I like. Well, I like the franchise of it. Came out this week or last week, and that game is called Crash Bandicoot 4. And it's meant to be the continuation of the original Crash Bandicoot games. And I say to that, bollocks. Because it's not, alright? I'm going to go on record to say that I don't like the game. I mean, I'm trying. I hate to be that person. Like, I don't want to be someone that says, like, oh, I don't like this, blah, blah, blah. But I tried to like it. And it's lost its heart and its soul. It's not the Crash Bandicoot I love. And it's definitely not a continuation. It's a continuation in the terms of, like, yeah, the story's continued. But the actual, how the game, like, is structured, it feels like it comes after, like, somewhere in between Crash Tag Team Racing and Crash, what was that? Crash of the Titans. It's like a game in there. And also, I hate Crash's voice in this game. They've picked like the cartoony one that he had in those old games. It was like, whoa, whoa, and like, so I can't bear it. It just drives me nuts. So that upsets me. And also the game itself, it's just, it's not what I wanted. Like, do you know what I wanted? I wanted what Sonic Mania was to Sonic. Because Sonic Mania is literally the perfect game, which is, it's doing the right things. It's giving me the original Sonic experience that I wanted, but it's upping it a bit. You know, the soundtrack is great. The gameplay is still what I loved from the first one, but it's not the same game. They're doing new things, but doing it well. This is what I wanted from Crash 4, and what did I get? I get this knockoff Crash. I get Rash Tandicoot, whatever that game is, and it's like, oh, well, now people will remember, like, Crash Bandicoot as the Dark Souls of platformers, so we're gonna make it really hard. That isn't what the intention of Crash Bandicoot is. The game was hard. Okay, so let's just rewind back to 1990, whenever I'm freaking old, when Crash Bandicoot 1 came out. Now, the game was hard, we know that, but I don't think Naughty Dog intended it to be that hard. It was just hard because of the way they built it. You know, they didn't go, do you know what we want to make? We want to make a fucking hard-as-nails game that everyone's going to get really frustrated with. I think they just made it, and then they learnt from that, and then made number 2 and number 3, which are fun games to play, but hard if you want to master them. This game is just it's just a hard. Do you know what? Red Bull, it makes me swear a lot, I've noticed. Like, it's just hard for hard's sakes, and I'm just not having fun. And I think that's at the end of the day, I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I don't know, who else has been playing Crash Bandicoot? What do you think? I hate to poo-poo it, but there is a lot of poo to be pooed, because I'm just... someone's saying easy to play, but it is easy to play. It's just going through the levels, and the levels as well. In like, I'm thinking of Crash 3 because that's my favorite one. I know Crash 2 is like objectively, subjectively, whatever, better. But I grew up with Crash 3 as my favorite, and the levels are short enough. I mean, yeah, they get harder towards the end, but the first ones that you just like jump in, you could do it, get to the end, you're like, wow, that was fun. And then obviously at the end you start like, you know, it starts ramping up the difficulty or whatever, and things do get a little bit harder, but they're still doable. But this one is just annoying, and I don't know, I kind of want to give up. I don't even want to, like, the one level I did really enjoy, actually. I really enjoyed when there's these, like, cassette tapes that you unlock, and they give you these levels which remind me of, like, the original Crash Bandicoot 1 bonus levels, where you've got to jump on these boxes all the way to the end, and if you can get to the end and get all the boxes, then you've, like, killed it. And that I really enjoyed, but the rest of it, I was just like... And that's the other weird thing as well. It feels like a mashup of Crash 1 and Crash later. Like, because of the way that they've done the map to be like the first game. And the levels are almost kind of like that. But then they've got all this weird new stuff. Oh, and also, the jumping feels weird. I'm not sure if I've just become old and decrepit and, you know, can't see. But my perception is just way off in this game. Like, I'll be jumping with the absolute confidence of a platformer. Now, I've said it before, everybody. I'm born and bred on platformers, okay? Little Lucy was jumping around on the sofa pretending to be a lion way before she picked up a controller and decided to jump around on fictional platforms as a Bandicoot, you know? That was what I knew. I came up on that. And so I'm jumping with all the confidence as a platformer, you know, person would have. And I'm just, like, jumping off the edge. And I'm just like... how did that happen? Like, does anybody else have this? I feel like I'm totally ignoring the chat because I'm just going off in my own sort of random tangent of stuff. But it's just weird. So now I've got this weird sort of Crash Bandicoot, like, jump anxiety where I'm like, is it? I had to turn the dot on, the dot of shame, the shadow shame, okay? The shadow shame dot. Because I was just like, that's the only way I can tell if I'm making these jumps. So I'm gonna read some of the chat now because, oh no, someone's now saying that I am getting old. You know, maybe it's like, when I was a youngster, I used to have the reflexes to play Crash Bandicoot, and now I have to sit and play The Walking Dead Telltale, where I just have to press triangle, X, and square in a short amount of time to say something, and if I don't press it, my character says nothing, and nobody cares either way anyway. So that's what, you know, I don't even know anymore. So what's everyone saying in the chat? What's going on? If you didn't like the modern, didn't you like the new modern mode of Crash Bandicoot? Well, I'm playing the modern mode because only an insane person would play the old mode because I think I would just go mad. Granny XP. Alright. So I'm now just. Oh god, I'm really hot now. So, wait, people are angry at Crash Bandicoot 4 for its full price while the Insane Trilogy wasn't. Well, I understand that because, those games are games that people have played. And what's... I don't know, I want to reach out to the Crash Bandicoot community. You know, we don't meet up much because most of us are, I don't know, probably playing Crash Bandicoot. I don't think I've ever met anybody... Well, I have actually met Ruhal. He's a good Crash Bandicoot player, but... I don't think I've ever met anybody, like, who actually, like, and we all huddle together and go, what do you think about Crash Bandicoot? Well, I think that the Future Frenzy level, like, I don't know, what's the fandom saying? Like, maybe I should look on Reddit or something. I don't know. I only just got Crash 4, enjoying it so far, but I've only played the first 3 levels. I did like the first 2 levels, to be fair, and then I just got a little bit annoyed at it, and I was like, it's just not fun. So I'm just going to start playing Fall Guys Season 2, as that's out today, and Vampire. Because I want to play a vampire. And then maybe I'll just come back to Crash. Maybe I'm just not in the mood for Crash. I don't know. It's not spoke to me. And it's just upset me. So let's see. What's everyone else's lowlights of the week while I drink more stuff that's bad for me? I haven't finished Crash 1 yet. I'm still... No. Did anybody ever really complete Crash 1 legitimately? I don't know. I don't think it's actually possible. Yes, Vampire does look fun. The graphics of Crash 4 are absolutely amazing. Well, yeah, but the thing is, I don't like the cartooniness of it. Do you know what? When I played Crash the Insane Trilogy, and they came out with that future tense level, I was like, this is what I want. They've nailed the Crash Bandicoot format. Now, I know they were in the constraints of the same sort of Crash 3, but that's the game I actually wanted, everybody. I wanted Vicarious Visions to make the Crash 4 in the vein of how they made Future Tense for Crash 3. That I really liked. And this, I'm just like, it's hard for hard's sake. So, Chris Mace says Lowlight is doing coursework. Yes, I remember doing coursework. What a time that was to be alive. Anybody else have some lowlights before? Because, oh my god, we've talked about just absolute lowlightless rubbish. I think I just need to vent sometimes, and that's what this happens. And it turns into 20 minutes of me just... Because we have some highlights to talk about, but we probably have to brush over those. JMC has never played Crash. Wow. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for your loss. I'm just bad at the game. Maybe I am. Maybe I just need to accept that I've lost the ability. You know, if I was an esports player, I might as well be dead because I'm so far aged out of that. You know, they would be looking at my esports gravestone. Right, have it, no, Carl Holloway says, getting turned down for a job application, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm sure the perfect job is out there for you. Keep at it. The Gaming Cricketer says, Lowlight, I have 3 tests tomorrow. Well, good luck on your tests. I hope they go well. Sarah sliced her finger in DT today. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your finger is okay. I loved a bit of DT. DT was great. Lowlight wasn't that bad, but somehow my cat had a slug under his paw, and he flicked it on you. That is gross. Cats are weird with slugs. That's kind of like blah. Right, so let's move on to the highlights of the week. Woo! Yeah, highlights of the week. So, highlight of the week. Podcast Club happened on a Saturday. Podcast Club is always a highlight of my week. It was very good to talk to my podcastian brethren, also known as Manish Tristan. Good times had. Also, on Saturday, I achieved my goal of earning, and not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4, baby, platinum trophies in one day. I know. They were all the ones that I'd been saving, and I was just like, woo! I was just like, boop, 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 boop. So that was pretty fun. I was like, we'll all remember the date of October 3rd. We won't all remember it. I mean, I'll probably forget it, but that was fun. And then I think my main highlight of the week is probably going to be on Sunday. So I'm a fan of Kinda Funny. They are a YouTube group channel, influencers, however you want to, whichever way you want to slice it, dice it. And so I like, hang out with other people in the community. And one of the guys, Vitz, he put together his own sort of quiz called Vitsa Party, or I don't know, it's like Jeopardy or Joshpady. So maybe it's Vitspady. I don't know. I never watched the show, so I was a bit like confused on the rules. But what we did was we all got on Discord. He had made this quiz for us, and that was a lot of fun because I hadn't spoke to those guys in quite some time, and I was in the lead for like the second round. So it's like, for those of you who don't know, it's like a grid of questions, and you sort of pick a category, and you get points and stuff. And so but the categories are like a little bit obscure, but then once you figure out what it is, and I was managed to clean up everybody on the Naughty Dog / Uncharted round. Thank you kindly. And I also had surprisingly sound knowledge of Rockstar games. The thing is, when I know something, I'm just like all in and I know it, but then when they started talking about Nintendo, they might as well have been talking in Swahili or something, because I was like, well, I don't know what Princess Peach does on her day off. I don't know, pick plums? Who knows? I don't know what happens in the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a mystery, much like mushrooms themselves. Are they okay to eat? Are they not okay to eat? On the Lucy scale of food, they're never okay to eat, because those things are gross. If anyone cooks it in my house, I'm literally like out the door. I'm like, nah, can't be smelling them cooked mushrooms. So, Bethany's saying, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where we could learn to work and play and get along with each other. I don't know if that's what Bethany wanted to say, to be quite honest. So yeah, what was I doing? Talking about the quiz. So I managed to get quite a few points from that. Oh, and the PlayStation round. And then at the end, you have this like final question that you have to like bet on, and you have to bet points. So I was in the lead. And then I was like, oh no, I've got to like think of how many points I want to bet. So I went small scale, and the question was, how many voice acting roles has Nolan North been in his entire video game career? And I was like, well, blimey, that's a question. And whoever got the closest to the correct number would win, like, all the points that they bet, and so they could, like, win, I suppose. So I went for 153, but the answer was actually like 170 something. So Kumail actually won at the end because he bet quite a few points and beat me. So he goes on into the final of Vitspady, and congratulations to him. Well played. So I thought that was quite good. I very much enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. So people are now trying to guess in the chat how many it is. I thought the answer should have just been all the video games ever. Yeah. So also, by the way, put down in the chat your highlights of the week, and I shall read them out, because, your highlights are my highlights, I think. I don't know. Not to you, you losers, says Beverly. All right. And then I think that's it. People were asking me what platinums I earned that day. So I did Uncharted The Lost Legacy, so I need to edit that video. I need to actually think about the structure, to be quite fair. I also did Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight. Boo, 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 boo. I had to get out my Vita and like proper hello darkness, my... Actually, that's a sad song. You wouldn't say that. It'd be like, hey, what a wonderful... No, I don't know what you would sing for that. But got that out, busted that one. What was the other one I had to do? It was... Life is Strange. Oh, and also the other weird thing is I had to do them in like time order for when I would have actually got them. So it was chronological order, I think is. So then I did Concrete Genie, then I did Life is Strange 2. Was gonna like do one more and do Detroit Become Human, but then I was like, actually that's a bit long to do that because I've got to do like half the game. So those were my 4 that I got. So how many voices was it, says Terrence. It was like 170 something, 179. You could probably look it up or count it. Highlight of the week from Ducky. It rained for the first time since June here. I finally feel whole again. Wow, it is weird when you want it to rain, but it never stops raining here. Electra Show says running 13 miles in 1 hour and 41 minutes. Congratulations, nice work. Micah Love, sorry if I'm reading this terribly wrong, says I got my 23rd platinum yesterday. Congratulations. I love a good platinum. Hey, Jess had pizza day today. Nice, I had pizza day too. And it was crumb day. It was crumb day. Gotta get down. Oh, and I had the OG crumbs at the weekend. Okay, so if crumb day is like the pear to the pear, whatever that means, I had crunchy nut crumbs. Oh my god, that was a good day. Oh, because not only do you get the crumbs, you get the milk, and at the end it's like that. I like that a lot. I know, what? Big up for Crumb Day. Highlight was getting the Mafia Definitive Edition Platinum, says Chris. Congratulations. I saw like a highlight earlier. What was the other one? I saw Bethany gave a shout out about 10 minutes ago about something. Chris' highlight was that there wasn't a Locking It Down with Lucy last week. Very funny. Right, so let's what's my favourite pizza place? Pizza Hut, because I'm boring, I suppose. Right, so should we go to clip of the week? Amos says, finally got my huge box of dark beer. Nice. So, Sean is asking, how did driving go? Because that's what I was doing last week. Well, I'm glad you asked, segue. Because today's clip of the week is when my dad went driving, and with me, in the car park, and Tasha came too, and this is what happened. We didn't film the bit when I almost had a head-on collision. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. So, also, double points, everybody. If you can highlight / guess / answer correctly what the song in the background is, I will literally applaud and bow down. If you can, when I thought of putting this song on the back of the clip, I was like, is anybody gonna get that? I don't know. Right, don't be too senior Shankar, don't get too excited. But yes, there is gonna be some driving now. So please enjoy clip of the week. There is no crashes. There you go.
Then you tell it I've got to run a second gear. All the way around. Yeah. Just go down. And go left. So you can go, what you do, you can go right here, and then you go left here, straight up, back of it. I'll now go forward and line yourself up. We're going back and forth.
I can't remember to wait.
What are you doing, Lucy?
Wait, I suddenly forgot. Sorry. Right, now
In the first gear.
Still more?
A little bit more. Sit stop.
It was indeed Brum, for all the people that got Brum as the song. It was Brum, but it wasn't the new Brum, because I used to watch Brum all the time as a kid, and when I got the clips together and started putting them together, I just suddenly had the idea, it's like, I need to put the Brum theme music to this. Da 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 da. The new one is way too, up, like, it's like, Brum, Brum, here he comes, da, 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 with the dustbin man, we're dusting on the straps, da, da, da. And I was like, no. I was all about classic Brum. So congratulations to Kenneth, who got the answer first for Brum. And there was me doing a little bit of driving around the car park, Morrison's car park, with my dad, and there was a bit where we turned the car and we were driving straight ahead. Now, I didn't realise that there was another road that could come this way, so I'm driving along, there's a car coming, I see the car, but I just was not expecting the car to come, and then the car comes, and I literally just go, ah, and I started, like, turning, and then my dad's like, what are you doing? Brake! And I was like, and then my dad just pulled the handbrake, and then I was like, and he was like, no, you're gonna have to reverse, and I was like, okay. And then I was like, and then I reversed, and then the other car was like, what an idiot. So that was fun. Tasha was scared for your lives. Because Tasha got in the car and was filming, then Tasha got out of the car and filmed a bit, and I was like, I hope she didn't film that bit. But there was a slight pressure. And then later on, so I had my first morning driving lesson where I drove around in the morning with all, like, you know, the school kids, and I was like, la 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 la, and then we got to, like, a busy road where we had to, like, right turn, and my brain went to mush, so we had to, like, do the thing where you do the creep, like Radiohead, you creep forward, you know, and you're like looking, and I couldn't see because there were so many cars, and there were so many cars coming and so many cars parked, and when he was like, go, and I was like, really, do we go? And I was just so freaked out about going that I just stood, and he was like, well, you know, you have to do it, and I was like, oh god, okay, and then, so that was, but it was fun, it made me laugh. I mean, I shouldn't probably be laughing, but I was like, well, you know, it's an experience that you learn from, so there we go. So what are people in the chat saying? Do we like Bram? Oh yeah, Bernard's Watch was good too. Yeah, those are some classic 90s TV shows that I used to watch back in the day. I just wanted to be a little yellow car, along with other things. No. I'm sure the elusive Dan. It'll be fine. You've got to make the mistakes to learn from the mistakes. Did anyone also watch The Queen's Nose? I never quite understood that one. All you had to do was, like, rub a 50p. Like, she would rub the Queen's nose on a 50p, and then her wishes would come true or something. I don't know. Hey, guess what I also got? I got a fortune cookie, and it says, luck will visit you on the next new moon. Ooh, so when is the next new moon? I hear you ask. Well, I'm glad you asked. I have an A to be queued. That's not the correct way around. But it's the 31st of October, which is when I'm going to Alton Towers. Dun, 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 dun. So what lucky thing will happen to me then? I don't know. And then something about autumn or fall. So we shall see what happens. Mark the calendars. What will be the lucky thing that happens to me on October 31st? I'm not sure. I mean, I just want to go to Alton Towers, to be quite honest. I gave my driving instructor whiplash after 3 hours of lessons and gave up. Blimey. I mean, I hope that's not going to happen to me. I've only seen the new Bram. Does anyone remember Jungle Run? I remember Jungle Run. I always wanted to be on one of those shows where you were like a kid and you had to, like, do challenges and pretend you were, like, awesome. I'm very glad I didn't do a new driving test when I got here. Thank goodness for license conversion. No, Jack. Don't jinx it. The fortune cookie has told me it's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, I want a refund on my fortune cookie. Alright? No one messes with my fortune, damn it. Not even my Drake's fortune. So that was my I was laying I stalled at a traffic light. Yeah, I stalled at the junction. Rosie and Jim was great. Rosie and Jim, da 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 da. What are their words? And then they're like, you know, they're little rag dolls. Do you remember Trapped? No, I don't remember Trapped. I love how sometimes this just devolves into just pure 90s nostalgia, and everybody who's like born in 2000 and late, they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, well, you had to be there, to be honest. Yes, Crystal Maze. That was great. Oh, I loved that as well. I wanted to go on Crystal Maze so badly. And I always used to like think about which like zones I'd be good in. I liked the medieval zone. I liked the future zone. I also liked the Arctic zone. I never liked the underwater zone, so I was like, I don't want to go underwater. No, thank you. So yeah. Right. Oh my god, we haven't even got to the main topics of the show, to be honest. Right, let's get to the main topic. Everyone is talking about bug snags. No, everybody's talking about the PlayStation trophy updates. Now, here's my hot take, because I'm feeling very hot under these lights. I'm not a fan, everybody. So, for those of you unaware, uninitiated, so the PlayStation, the PlayStation blog, they wrote up that the trophies are changing, and there's like going to be new, a new system, so it's going to go from 0 to 999. Yeah. And I'm just like, is that just not, I don't know, is it too much? Is it too much of a jump? And the other thing is, like, I'm a level 29, because I'm 29, and I'm like, oh, I like to try and level up at the same age as me, because I'm a loser. And I really want to get to 30, when I was 30, and now I'm like, the choice has been taken away from me. So now I'm like, even though I know I've earned the new level, because let's take a look, everybody. Come with me now on a journey through time and space to a world... Wait, I can't remember how it actually goes. Come with us now to a journey or something or other to the world of the internet. Right, here we go. Look at this. So, this is the PlayStation blog, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. So, this person here, they were a level something or whatever, and it's gone up to like 294. Now... having a quick look, so new trophy levels, blah blah blah, we're increasing the trophy from 1 to 99, so Now, I'm a fan of this. I do like that these trophy levels come with, like, icons with it. I think that's a nice touch. But I just don't know, is 99 red balloons, 999, is that too much? Do these levels just become meaningless now? Because, let's look down here. So, bronze is, okay, that's just reiterating what we already know. I think I saw somewhere that someone said, here we are. For example, if your current level is 12, your new level will jump to somewhere to the low 200s. So, I find it just a bit bizarre. Like, I know, it's something that I've worked towards, well, in like some weird way, and now I'm just gonna be jumping levels like I'm jumping across the river in Froggo, but Froggo is now really easy because no one's good at playing games in the old days anymore and needs a checkpoint every half a second. You know what I'm trying to say? Because I don't know what I'm trying to say. But the point still stands. It's just like, I don't know, I just don't like that the earning has been taken away from me. I also just don't like change. So maybe that's just me being like a rubbish person. So what does everybody else think about this? So what does that mean that I'm going to be? Like, I'm imagining like I'm going to be somewhere in the silver tier, I suppose, because I'm a level... Let me look, here we go. So right now, everybody, I am a level 29, 60% there, and, you know, I've got this many trophies, whatever, who cares? They're fictional, arbitrary pieces of fiction, and for some reason I care deeply about it, but no one else in the entire freaking planet does, to be quite fair. And so I'm getting all sad about it, even though I probably shouldn't. So, I don't know, what does this translate to? I don't know if I care anymore is what it translates to. It's lost its meaning. I mean, to be honest, if we think about trophies, there's a lot of levels to trophies. What do you care about? Do you care about the level? Do you care about the... This is what I break it down to. There's the level. And some people like the leveling game. They like to, like, race get their friends. You try and get up in the level. So they don't care. These people, they're all about just earning as many trophies as possible just to up the levels. Maybe this would be fun for them. Other people, it's all about, I think I'm this category. I'm category B. I'm all about the platinums. I think that's what matters to me. I like just getting that number. But I want them to be like, I don't know, I want them to be the ones that I like. But that's another meta game that people like. People just want to get as many platinums as possible. That's a fun game. And then there's other people who just want the flipping, the numbers, the pure, unadulterated number of trophies in their bank account. And that's what they enjoy. So we got three sort of things here. The level has never meant too much to me. Yeah, I did like leveling up back in the day when I was a little kid, and I was like, bushy-eyed and brown-tailed, whatever the phrase is. But then, of course, I level up maybe like twice a year. So I guess, I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore because I'm just a little bit meh. I do like this platinum trophy icon here, though. That looks sweet as. Look how shiny that is. So I don't know. What does everyone else think? Are you happy? I don't know what I'm going to be. Time to take bets on the level. What level do you think I will be? Why not speed up your age to match your trophy level? I'm not going to be like, what's the, like, old doctor in that episode where they're like, oh, where he's all like, no. So you'd probably be around 450, you're saying. I don't know. I just don't like how the leveling has been taken out of my hands. Like, someone's just put this number on me, and I'm just like... Did I earn it? I mean, probably, yeah. What I would have liked is if everyone started off where they are, and then the new ranks came as you earned trophies or whatever. But to be fair, I'll probably get over it, And then another thing I just thought might be cool to look at is at the end of every month on this True Trophies website, you get this cool thing that tells you what you've been up to that month. So last month, in the month of September, I earned 39 trophies. They've got their own score here. I started 1 game, played 5 games, completed 0 games. And then look at this! I haven't played many games, to be quite honest. I've had a bit of a lull. Look, is that when I earned Uncharted 4? Probably. And look, I didn't play the PlayStation for ages after that. I've not been playing the PlayStation that much. And then you can see, look, what games you played, how many trophies you earned for that. Oh yeah, I played Resident Evil 3. Oh, and Detroit. And then you can see as well where your friends are. So look, I'm really low down here. I'm like level 14 against all these people who are infinitely better than me. Or, I mean, look at that. And then you also get to see your best trophy. So my best trophy was One Last Time, Uncharted 4. That was good. And then Fall Guys. So I don't know. I find this quite interesting to look at. I don't know if anybody else... But if you want to get these type of stats, then you should hop on over to True Trophies. And you get this emailed to you every month, at the end of the month, which I find interesting. So there's that. So, oh, what's that? We don't want to look at that. Oh, for a moment I thought I hadn't been sharing my screen. That would have been awful. That's a faux pas in the new world. Yeah, Heather sees herself. So, where is everyone else? Let's see what everyone else's levels are. So, Zoltan, 8,212, so he went from 48 to 553. How do you feel about that? That's quite the jump. Avasti went from 14 to 256. Mike Gallagher went from 41 to 510. I don't know. So, wait, oh, you're saying Nathan from PlayStation Access was level 23, and now he's 368, so I'd say 450 for you. Okay, interesting. Well, I'll have to update you next week on what it is. It's sad that the new level icons are only on the PS5, though. But we'll all migrate soon to the PS5. So, there we go. Why don't you share your screen? I know, God, such gone to work. So, yes, I've talked about this for a long time, and Imogen is waiting to tell us of her grand tales. Now, everybody, I've drunk all my Red Bull, and I'm like, do I open the next can? I do really want to, but I also feel like it might be dangerous for my health, so maybe I shouldn't. So before we move on to, also the PS5 teardown looked sweet as, let's just say that. And I like the fact that you can pull the flaps off and have it just, you know, naked as the day it were born. And then if it gets cold, you put the little jacket back on. I quite enjoy that much. So, we got a lot to crack on with. Oh, look at this. I've got this annoying grey hair here just to like show off my head. And it goes, hello. It's like, hey there, I just want you to see me. And I'm like, get down. Yes, I started Resident Evil 3. We can get to open the can, open her up. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for next week. This has been I'm feeling real hot, well hot. Right. So now that we've what's the word? We've finished that segment of the show. Let's move on to Imogen and you know, see what she's been up to. I don't know if Imogen's listening to the show. If you have a second red ball, does that mean you will talk faster? I don't know. Imogen, if you are watching, please, will you help us? Please come to the studio and talk to us, please. So yeah, I'll see next week what the dealio is with my trophies. I mean, I'll probably get over it. I'm just someone who's just a little bit like resistant to change. I don't know, like, will leveling up a lot after all that slowness be fun? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to give Imogen a bell, as they say, in the southeast of London. Give her... Where is she? Where is she? La 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 la. Oh! Knock knock, who's there? Hey, come on in! Da 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 da. Come into the show. Let's move along and make some space. 'Cause Imogen's in the place. There you go. Do you like that? Glad you...
I didn't have a cushion last time, did I?
Well, I can give you a cushion if you want a cushion. If you've got an issue, it's a tissue. There you go. Sit your ass down. And welcome to Locking It Down with Lucy, where we treat our guests with the utmost of respect, unless they are my family members, where I just berate them. So come into the shop. Just ignore the fact that I look like trash. But
I'm in my pajamas.
Pajamas. I'm in my pajamas as well. So welcome, Imogen. Hello.
I'm in my onesie.
Nice. So Imogen.
Hello.
Welcome back. It's been a while since you've been hit in the flesh.
It has.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
It has been a H to the O to the T minute. Pajamas on.
Pajamas?
Well, yeah, because that's a song that the Aquabats... I put my pajamas on. I turn on Amazon. I'm never gonna go outside again. Listen to it. It's quite fun. My favourite line is, and if I don't like a package, I send it right backage. I'm like, that's some creative license there with rhyming. Because backage isn't a word. But I like they just did it anyway. Bananas in Pyjamas, yes, that is a TV show. So, Imogen.
I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I brought you on the show today because you had a very exciting week last week.
Yeah.
Pray, do tell.
So, I think 2 months ago, I was told that I'd be back on an acting job called The Third Day, which I body doubled for last year. And I body doubled for a boy, like a little boy. That's my job really. I body double for like kids, because you know, kids can't do night hours, and so they get people like to do it. And because The Third Day is kind of a horror series, they didn't really feel comfortable using a kid for it, so they got me involved. And yeah, it was really good last year. However, yeah, I got told again this year that I was needed again, but this time the boy who was in it wasn't there. It was just me.
So Imogen had to come and play the boy, and the boy was Jude Law's son. Which no, not really, but in the film.
In the film.
So The Third Day, for those of you, cause we've never watched it because it's on HBO or Netflix. Is it?
No. It's on HBO and Sky Atlantic.
HBO and Sky Atlantic. I don't know how we get HBO in the UK, but look, Jazz said he saw you on your Instagram talking about it. Follow Imogen at
Imogen Faith __.
I know, I can't believe she's Jude Law's son as well. It's amazing. It's amazing, isn't it? We just adopted her. So Imogen got called back to do this 12-hour live production, which I thought was a very fascinating concept. Because what was it originally? It was going to be something else, but they had to change it because of COVID.
Yes. So originally it was meant to be a theatre production. So like they'll have an audience in to watch it, and the audience would be like, kind of like panning around everything. Like, it was like, how can I explain? So, the theatre would be outside. It's an outside theatre. Okay. And the audience follows the action around, if that makes sense. Yeah. I've done that in college.
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
Like a walkthrough.
Like a live performance.
Oh,
like, interesting. Yeah. But because of Corona, yeah, they had to live stream it. But I feel like that's the best thing though, because right now that everyone's on technology, so yeah, it was really good. And there was a lot of even like viewers on Facebook as well, because Facebook went live with it on their Sky channel. So what it was, for those of you who may not understand the concept of what actually happened, it was 12 hours of live television on Sky Atlantic, and it was one take, and Jude Law went through the frickin' ringer. He had to do some mad stuff, like he was standing, it was Saturday, everybody, and I told you about Friday where it was pouring down with rain. The dude had to stand in this middle of the lake in his underpants for like 40 minutes. Because they had to jump off a pole. Yeah. Him and this other guy. The other guy's like, what, flipping 19? Yeah, he was shaking. Yeah, he was like, and then they had to jump off a pole that was really high. And live. Because the cameraman missed the other boy. Okay, should you be saying this? I suppose you can, I suppose. And then they gonna know. And then no one's ever gonna know. Alright, go for it. Jude's gonna ring me up and be like, Imogen. the secrets. Because the cameraman missed the boy jumping off the pole, he had to get back up and do it again. And so that left Jude standing there for 40 minutes. And Jude was saying that like he was standing really still, like this for like 40 minutes. And if he moved, like he could feel like, so he just had to wonder if I can find a picture of it. Yeah. While you tell. I should have got it. It was so fun. So, yeah, so Jude Law, he went and slept for 30 minutes. It was a really weird thing. So things would happen on the show, but because it was like live 12 hours of television, sometimes the cameraman would just be walking down like a long country road for like 20 odd minutes. You'd see someone just doing something, and there was bits of dialogue. Yeah. But it was kind of weird. It was really weird, because I read the script as well beforehand. Yeah. And it was super weird. Oh, look, we can get it up on the YouTubes. Come at me, Jude Law, if you want to flippin' copyright the show. And the best bit was when he went to sleep for 30 minutes. He actually went to sleep. Yeah. He actually made sure that he went to sleep. And then he got woken up by it, and they threw cold water in his face. I mean, charming. I mean, Imogen got to, hang out with young Albus Dumbledore. So let's have a look at... He was so nice. Yeah. Let's have a look at you in the show. Okay? So... here we go. So Imogen plays the boy, and because she's like in the background, they never really see her face properly. So here we go. This is me recording it off the telly.
So there's Jude. And there's Imogen there. There you are at the door.
I'm at the door.
There she is. And then she runs in.
I didn't, so they said to me, Imogen, run when the camera is not on you anymore. Yeah. And that was not what I did.
And there you are, there's your shoulder and the back of you.
I was so cold.
Yeah, that looks like... See, look what I'm saying. Look what they're doing and it's raining, and because it's one take, they can't wipe the camera. So it was cult day, everybody, on this island as well. So what Jude's doing is some sort of weird cult, experiment.
Yeah, he has to become the father of, he has to become the leader of, the island. Yeah. So he has to go through all of this.
And you're his weird, creepy dead son or something.
This was the last
So tell us about this. Tell us what's happening at this bit.
So he reunites with his son. Mm-hmm. During everything, the sun is a bit like a shadow. So the sun will appear. Mm-hmm. And thank you, that's the best little boy acting. Thanks! So, the sun would be like a shadow, and he would watch little things. Anyway, this is the last scene, and Jude has finally done everything for 12 hours, and then he reunites with the sun. This is the cutest thing I've ever done in my life, because there was music, there was fire. Those buildings were on fire, not yet, but the buildings, the tall ones, are going to be on fire. We watched it, me and Jude, and I was like, it was so cool.
It's called The Third Day Autumn.
Yeah, The Third Day Autumn. You can watch it on Facebook as well. It's on live on Facebook on Sky. But yeah, it was amazing.
You got to hold Jude Law's hand. I was thinking...
He hugged me and kissed me on the cheek.
Oh my god, everybody. She got kissed by young Dumbledore. Isn't that a dream that everyone's had? No, I've never had that dream. Let's not start that. That's not a good thing. So then they both go over there, walk off into the distance, reunited, it was father and son.
I think it's the coolest thing that I've ever done. Out of all of it, because when I do jobs, I always rank them. What was my favourite? What was But I think it's the coolest thing I've done because, it was theatre as well. Yeah. And film. And obviously I trained doing theatre. So, it was really awesome. What is that? Something's gonna
explode, and it sounds like my laptop, and it's freaking me out.
I feel like I'm on a flight.
I feel like I'm... Oh, I know what it is! It's the... It's the show! It's this show, mate!
Wait, this
show! When are we going on the show?
Oh,
right, look, everybody, this is what it was. So here it is.
How creepy, so this is all
Look at Jude, look at him!
That's Joseph, that's my friend.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're Facebook friends.
So... Look, it's very religious, I would say undertones, but undertones is an understatement, because look, he's got to carry the thing. Look, this is him standing
in his
underwear.
It was in 40 minutes.
He did 40 minutes of that. What a trooper. This is like someone I think has cut this down. Look, dude must have been freezing. Yeah. Have you ever been out in autumn in your underwear in the UK? I don't think so, because no one would. He may not have COVID, but he's definitely got a heavy head cold, if anything. But it's just kind of like this. It's atmospheric. You're just sort of watching people live their life on cult day. I want to get to the bit when Jude's
And I was
sleeping.
in the gardens of Gethsemane.
Oh, you were in another bit, but you were obscured by a raindrop.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was a bit as well where Jude Law had to dig his own grave for 30 minutes. That was weird.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't find where it is. But I don't know if this person's got it in there. Oh, look, then they're all having a party. The only legal party that was happening in 2020. I want to find a certain bit, but maybe it's been cut out.
No, it's that you have to go towards the beginning.
Do I?
Yeah.
So it's just kind of mean and moody.
Yeah.
Let's see, and then that's Florence on the machine.
Florence, she's so nice.
Yeah. Oh, look at them. They're really rough with him.
No,
They're proper
poor guy, man.
pulling him around.
Look, a guy
What, here? Yeah. Maybe this is the second part or something.
Oh, this must be the second part.
Oh, maybe this, because I just sort of found this as a thing. But yeah, if you are that way inclined to check it out.
Yeah, if you are.
There he is sleeping. Are we going to get the bit? I don't know how long he sleeps for, but I hope they did the bit.
He sleeps for 30 minutes.
Yeah, but I think someone's cut this down. If I move along a little bit. Oh, I got too much. It'll go 50. Okay, I just want to see the bit where, this is one of my dreams, everybody. Not a great dream, but I really want to be woken up by someone splashing water in my face. I want to know what that sensation... Yeah, but I want to know what the sensation will be like. Will it be shocking? Probably. But I just want to know. There he goes!
And then goes, Ah!
Well, you would do that, wouldn't you? So, sometimes I do like song of the week. Sometimes I do joke of the week. Person of the week is Jude Law.
It's Jude, honestly.
My hat's
off. And he's not even Jude Law to me. He's just Jude.
He's just Jude. Ooh,
no, he was so nice, and because who am I, a little girl from Kent, and he was proper talking to me, and he taught me how to play sardines.
Sardines?
Yeah, it's like hide and seek.
Oh, okay.
And he was so nice and talking about obviously what's going on with the acting industry and everything. And I was telling him about Luna.
Yeah. What are you telling him about our dog?
Yeah, I was telling him about Luna. So he knows Luna.
Yeah.
And I was telling him about everything, and he's really sweet.
Yeah.
And the last night, obviously, we all went for drinks, and I was kind of like, Corona, but it was fine. We all got temperature checked every day and stuff, so it was good. But and then when I left, I thought, well, I have to say bye to Jude, so I said bye to him, and he was holding my hand.
Aww.
And then
that's a father-son relationship we all want.
And then he kissed me on the cheek and hugged me and said, see you down the road.
Oh. So someone's saying over 6 hours. No, it was 12 hours long. That's 12 hours. Someone's cut that into 2 bits. So that's the second part, and that was the first part. And Imogen was in the credits, yes.
Oh my god, yeah. And I didn't know I was. I went home and everyone was like, Imogen, you're in the credits. I was like, what? Because I've never been credited before. So yeah. Well
done, congratulations. So what was your highlight of the whole experience then?
I think just the last scene, because we rehearsed it every day, and it was really cool rehearsing it, but seeing it actually happen, because I was waiting there, I was waiting at the causeway for around an hour, because while I was waiting there, they were doing the party scene. So then the party had to come to the beach, the causeway where I was. And when it finally came, all I could hear was music, fireworks, and all of a sudden, this fire comes towards me. And then obviously I had to get in position, and then it just all happened, and then the buildings are on fire. Oh my god, it was so cool. I've been waiting that for all week. I was waiting for that, and it was so cool. All the fire and everything, and me and Jude were like,
oh, that was so cool. Did you feel any pressure with it being live? That it's been streamed?
Yeah. Oh my god, I was so scared because Jude's first scene was also my first scene in it. And Jude was proper getting in the zone, we were sitting on the sofa together, because they come and get him from inside, and they come get him, get him, and we're on the sofa together, and so we were waiting there for 40 minutes, and he was getting in the zone, and I was getting in the zone, but I was panicky getting in the zone, and when I came in, he winked at me.
Aww, that's nice.
I was nervous. I was nervous watching him, because he was proper and I was oh man. And then, because when the scene starts, the music goes, and they go bang, 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 they bang on the door for him, but they bang really violently. So it's
like that Metallica song, Saint Anger. Bam, bam, no.
Yeah,
that went over her head.
Yeah, no.
So if you want to watch it, I've just discovered you can actually watch both parts. If you go to the Sky TV Facebook page, here it is on the 3rd of October. There's part 1 here, so you can watch the whole part 1, which, where were you? You were about 2, there you are. This is the bit where they're going to bang on the door that you were just talking about. Banging on the door, but they won't let him in. Yeah, see, all these people out in the freezing cold for so long.
And it was raining as well.
And it was pouring with rain through some of it. So if you want to watch it, you can watch all 12 hours of it. Look at Jude. Look at him digging a grave. He actually dug that grave. Acting his little heart out here. And what this man does for his craft. So, if you want to see Jude Law suffer.
You know what,
there it is for you.
Because Jude worked 12 hours. I worked 1 hour, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And so while I wasn't working, I would be up in my room watching it. And oh my god, I didn't realise all the things I had to go through.
Yeah.
I had to go through so much.
There wasn't much talking in it. Someone was asking if there was bits and pieces, but a lot of it was just, sort of acting.
Yeah, and because also I was a body double, you can, that's the only time you could see my whole body frame. And actually, on that morning, the main director, I had my costume with me, and he was like, Imogen, can you put on the glasses? I want to see what you look like as Nathan. That's his name, Nathan, is the boy. And so he went far back, and he was like, I just want to see if you look convincing as Nathan, and I did. So, yeah, and he was really nice. So.
Cool.
Everyone was so nice.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Imogen. I realise it's 9 o'clock, so let's do a couple of quick Q&As if anybody has any questions, and then we'll go into the lockdown showdown. So, yeah, that was pretty cool, and that's where you can. People are saying some very nice things in the comments. Thank you. Look, Sarah's got a drama assessment next week, Imogen. Any tips?
Oh yeah, I have a tip. Don't stress yourself too much. Prepare is the best thing to do, but do not over prepare. And what I mean by that is do not get yourself too stressed up. The more you rehearse it, the more it will become very forced and not very natural. Like, you've got it, like, you know what you're doing. Don't stress, and you'll be amazing. And I cannot wait for you to get an A.
Yeah! Do it! I only got a C in drama.
Yeah. I got an A for the performance, but C in, like, the written stuff.
Yeah. So, Lullaby is asking Imogen, what's the hardest part of being an actress?
I think you think being an actress is so glamorous, but it's not. It's a lot of early starts, a lot of late night shoots. Like, when I was in New Zealand, I would wake up at like 2 a.m. and be picked up at 3. And it's a lot of early mornings, a lot of late night shoots, like going to bed at like 7 a.m. But yeah, it was, I don't know, like, there's not really, I mean, because, like, you know, I'm not really like a massive actress. But
one day.
But yeah, I think that's the hardest thing for now. And I guess, yeah, just and it's a lot of waiting around.
Okay.
But yeah, that's it.
What do we got here? So Sally asks, who's your favourite actor who inspires you? I think that's quite a cool question.
Oh, you know what? I think who does inspire me? You know, obviously growing up, I watched a lot of David Tennant, and honestly, I think he kind of, I think, inspires me in a sense that I always wanted to be like the strong kind of character. And I know I can be I'm a strong woman, but watching David Tennant just made me like, I don't know, like, just like, kind of like, yeah.
We're big fans of David Tennant in our household.
Yeah.
Big ups to David Tennant wherever
big
you
ups.
are.
Big ups.
One day.
Oh my god, one day if I ever work with him.
If I met him in the street, I'd be like, I'm sorry, David Tennant, I just really, I don't know why I'd call him David Tennant, I suppose.
David Tennant.
David Tennant, I just really like you. Don't have to speak to me or anything, but I just want to say I'm really a big fan.
Elisa worked with him.
Did she? That's pretty cool.
And she said to him, excuse me, she said, you were the best Hamlet. You were the best Hamlet. And he was like, oh my god, really, oh my god. Like, he was really like,
Imogen, I'm pretty sure I just did that thing to you that you used to do to me as a kid. You know, when, like, Imogen used to do this really weird thing as a child, where you would speak to her, and she would mouth back what you just said. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So I'd be like, Imogen, how was your day? She'd be like, yeah, it was okay. I'm pretty sure I just did that to you. What a weird child you were. Have you ever been on Coronation Street or EastEnders?
No. I have a friend though who is.
Oh yeah, Bernadette.
Her name, Bernadette. I went to college with her. Her name's Claire.
Oh, her name's actually Claire. Yeah.
But
yeah. Yeah. People are asking about the PlayStation Access job. So I saw today I did hire a new person, which I thought was really cool. Ash, I don't really know what culture that much, so I don't really watch their stuff. But I'm sure she's going to be an awesome addition to the channel. People are asking like why I didn't. I mean, obviously my goal, I'd love to work on PlayStation Access, but I think at the moment I just lack the experience because obviously she's already works on like an established YouTube channel, so of course she would get like the job because she's got that experience and stuff. So that's actually one of the reasons why I started this live sort of YouTube sort of podcast, because like in coronavirus time there's no way to really get that experience of like talking about stuff or interviewing people, and that's why I want to try and do that more. So this is like my way of being locked down, like how can I gain this experience from the lack of resource that I have. So this is me doing it. Hopefully one day this will pay off, and when the world goes back to normal, I'm going to try really hard to, like, you know, improve on my skills so that one day I can be part of the team and rant about trophies for a living rather than this weird sort of side gig. But I do appreciate everyone who's, like, asked about it. I really appreciate the support and stuff, and maybe one day, because that would be really cool. But I'm sure Ash will be great, and I look forward to seeing her on the channel and what the guys will do with the PS5 stuff. There's going to be so much content to watch, so that'll be really good. Should we do the lockdown showdown?
This is the ultimate
showdown of ultimate destiny.
Good guys, bad guys, and explosion.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da.
And only one will survive.
This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Brilliant. I love that as a start. So, for those of you who don't remember As Seen by Lucy, I did sort of recap it at the top of the show. Me and Imogen are going to act out a scene from a famous movie that neither of us have seen, and it's your guys' job to try and guess what film we are acting out.
This is so fun.
Yes, I thought we'd, you know, put Imogen's acting chops to the test. I mean, we know that she can sing a bar, but can she act a bar? I mean, blimey, I'm acting with someone that's acted with Jude Law.
Isn't it because she acts a line, not act a bar? You don't act a bar.
Oh, I don't know what happens. Cool. So, let's get up the script here. So, now we're not going to say the names of the characters unless it's in the thing, because that might give it away. But you remember who you're going to be, right? Yeah. I'm going to be that.
I can't say it.
Don't say it. Neither of us have read this before, so it's a first thing. Let's get up here. We're gonna have to do a bit of scrolling down, and I have no idea what the answer is. Yeah, no, that is their name. Yeah. So, all right, Imogen, how do they do it in the movie business? How do they start what happens? They speed, marker, action, roll.
Yeah.
All right, hit me up. So you've got to be the AD as well. So I'm Jude Law in this.
Who am I?
You're Imogen.
Oh.
All
right. Am I starting you?
Well, yeah, you're gonna start. You're gonna count me in, all right? I'm a method actor. You know, I'm about to get beaten up and have to stand on a pole in my undercrackers for a bit.
All right. Action.
Okay. Look this miniature bread. It's like I've been working with this now for like half an hour and I can't figure out. Let's say I wanted a bite, right? You got this.
You like bigger bread?
Exactly. I don't understand how.
You could just fold this though.
Well, no, that's like half the size.
No, not the bread. The meat.
Oh. Yeah, but then it breaks up. It breaks apart like this.
No, you put it on the bread like this. See?
But if you keep folding it, then it keeps breaking.
Why would you keep folding it?
And then every time it has to be folded, and then you have to... This! And I don't want this. I want large bread so I can put this! So then it's like this, but it doesn't work. And then it's all...
Because it hangs out like that.
Look, would you be holding this?
No, I wouldn't want to eat it.
But... No, alright. Exhibit A. Okay? Now, we move on to this. Look who's in here. No one. And in here, there's a little guy, look. It's a complete catastrophe.
Okay, Nigel, calm down.
Look. No, it's a big deal. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I'm sorry. I just got back at university. No, I really don't want to affect your performance.
It's not going to affect my performance. Don't worry about that. It's just, I hate it. It does disturb me. But I'll rise above it. I'm a professional. And seen. So,
what accent was that?
I was
like, when you said it, I was like, oh, we're American?
I just thought it must be an American thing, surely. So everybody, what is this? I have no idea. Can anybody without a reasonable shadow of a doubt, as they say in the court of law, tell me what this film is? Because I don't know. I'm feeling like it's like Godfather or Mice of Men. It's one of Fran's favourite films, apparently. It's one of her favourite scenes. I don't know what this is.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like a comedy.
I don't know. Someone's saying Ant-Man. It's definitely not Harry Potter, because I'd be all over that shit. All right, I'm all about. You're a wizard, Harry. I know all that. I'm a what? Yeah, we can act at Harry Potter one time. As an American, that wasn't American. Well, okay, we know that.
I can do an American accent.
Is that Matt Damon movie where he's downsizes? Oh, is it Ant-Man? Is it Ant-Man? I've watched Ant-Man, but I don't remember them talking about bread. Have you watched Ant-Man? No one has a clue what it is. The characters were Nigel Tufnell and Ian Faith. Maybe we're going to have to Google it, because nobody knows the answer. Spinal Tap. Isn't that a band? Okay, let's see. I'm going to
He's talking
about bread.
He's folding.
The stage directions is just two guys discussing how bread for sandwiches is too small.
And they're folding meat.
Is it Spinal Tap? Says Bethany. ... What is Spinal Tap?
No.
No, we're not just ad-libbing. This isn't, improvisation. Let's say yes to continue on. Jazz has it right. Oh, Bethany knows what it is. It's Spinal Tap. What's Spinal Tap?
What's that? Sounds like a thought park ride.
I thought that was a band. Spinal Tap. The best sandwich scene. This is Spinal Tap. It is Spinal Tap.
It is. What is that?
Well, congrats, Jazz. Well done for getting it correct. What is that film about? Spinal Tap 1984. Well, okay. That's the answer. Was that anything like it? Spinal Tap is great. People are saying crank it up to 11. This means nothing to me.
No.
It's like take the P band. Oh, I don't know. Is it a parody movie? Okay, so apparently, it's Spinal Tap, whatever that is. Thank you so much, Imogen, for being part of that.
That's okay.
Weird experience.
That was fun.
I'm glad. I already have so much questions about the name of the movie. I don't know.
Yeah, same man.
Well, that was episode 24 of Locking It Down with Lucy. Thank you so much.
I remember when it was episode 10.
I remember episode 10 too. What a wonderful... Why don't you know the answers before? That is a good question, Bethany. So before, we must end the show by crossing off the the work from home countdown. Let's.
We ain't gonna go to work.
Work. We could just work from home.
Yeah, girl.
I don't know the song. You know the song. But that song's not. Well, as Fran and Rue pointed out, they're talking about working from home, but then they're clearly working on a building construction site, which is not working from home. I was like, I watched that music video and I was like, you've clearly never worked from home because it's a soul-destroying piece of nightmare fuel. So let's cross off another day of lockdown. I'm not bitter about having to work from. Oh, that's an awful cross. That's gone so wonky. Yeah.
He's having a bad life.
Yeah, because you had a bad life. You're stuck at home. There's nothing to do but phone up your co-workers and bother them about if you were a ghost and annoy them till they hang up the phone. That's what I do during work. I'm just like, hello, I'm bored. Please talk to me. Just like, you shouldn't be bored. You should be doing work. And I'm like, I'm trying. Work from home is so boring. It's the most boringest thing about doing my entire boring life.
But on a positive note, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Yeah, like I've had a good time here.
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you for listening to my.
I was thinking about Christmas songs the other day, and so this is lockdown, and what have you done? Learned a new skill. Or sat on your bum. So a merry lockdown. I'm going to sing this when we get to the Christmas edition.
Oh, you know what I just thought?
Yeah.
When you sing, you know what I always think about?
Yeah, what do you think about?
Stranger Things have turned around.
And look what you see. Yeah.
Make believe I'm everywhere. Written in the light. Na, 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 na. The answer of a never-ending
lockdown. Oh, is that not what you were doing? Why are you just singing?
I was thinking about Stranger Things.
But why?
I don't know. I always have been.
Oh, I thought you were just. I thought you were going to do a lockdown song, but you just started singing. You can't stop her, everybody. Once you start singing, it's like try and put her back in the box. Right. So. Right, let's end the show, everybody. Okay, yes. Someone was just like, you totally ruined her singing. Just another day of... I always sing that every time. So, look, there's your mug. Your mug. Right. Thank you so much to best friend Bethany, for Fox Cat, and Natasha for being part of the Mod Brigade at the beginning of the show. Thank you, everybody that's been in the chat, participated. I hope you've all had a great week. I hope you do have a great week. Don't forget to look after yourselves, look after one another.
Stroke a dog.
Stroke a dog. It's good for your blood pressure.
Say hello to your grandparents. Say hello to your parents. Say hello to your neighbour. Mm-hmm. Take your bins out. Pay your bills. Don't not pay your bills. And just have a good time. Eat food. Eat a lot of food.
No, but on a serious note, look out for one another because I don't know if it was Mental Health Awareness Week or something. So make sure you look out for your people.
You
and
message your friends always. And just let's all be one.
Yeah, we can all get through this 2020. There's not much longer left. Just keep holding on, and we're gonna make it through. Right, so this is the longest freaking sign off in the world forever. Right, thank you so much, everybody. I shall see you all next week for episode 25 of Locking It Down with Lucy. My God. Thank you, Imogen, for being part of it, and thank you all for tuning in. And I shall catch you all on the flip side later, Kit Kats. Bye.